as it stands, we are at the quarter-final stages of the Emirates FA Cup. We have a 4-game showdown for you today to see who will be going into the FA Cup semi-finals. We have Josh back.
Dan's channel. It is great to be back. It is Josh Birds 123 here, or just Joshua Cohen, and I'm here for another predictions video. And it is, of course, the FA Cup weekend quarter-finals. And yeah, only 4 games to choose, but 4 amazing games. And yeah, I am going to give you my predictions now.
An FA Cup, and also for Premier League after the international break. I'll explain more of I'll explain what the Premier League is in a minute after the end of this video. But we're going to start off in the Black Country with Wolves versus Coventry. Now, Championship Coventry came through a game against Maidstone in the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup. That was a very emphatic win, and I did see him play against Watford, and they did win that. I'll tag that up in a minute. I'll tag that in the top hand corner of the video code. If you haven't gone and seen that video, boys, it has literally gone and pretty much exploded off of this earth. And Wolves came through against Brighton in the 5th round. So I'm going to say, in this game, it will be Wolves 2, Coventry City 1. And Josh, what are you saying in this game?
So the first game is Wolves against Coventry. Now, Coventry are close to the Championship playoffs. They're doing quite well. And Wolves are like mid-table in the Premier League. They're doing quite well as well. Both these teams in the quarterfinals is quite, to be that far, it's quite impressive. They've had a good run, both teams. Coventry could pull off a shock win, but I'm going to be boring. I think Wolves will just be a bit too much, but it'll be a good game and a close game. I think Wolves nick it 2-1 at home to Coventry.
Now we move to our first of 2 all Premier League ties with the defending champions Man City versus Newcastle United. Now, Man City came through against Luton Town very, very emphatically with a 6. Was it a 6 or was it a 7? It was a 6-2 win. Erling Haaland got 5. Yes, you heard correctly. Erling Haaland got 5 goals. Just to let you all know, got 5 goals. Yes, Erling Haaland got 5. And Newcastle came through a game against Blackburn in the Alan Shearer derby. Now, I don't know what will happen in this. I do think Man City will win this, to be fair. I do think Manchester City will win this on Saturday. And I'm going to go with Manchester City 2, Newcastle 0. And Josh, what are you saying in this game?
City at home against Newcastle. And fair play to Newcastle. They've had a good FA Cup run. They haven't been as good this season. So, yeah, good run for Newcastle. But I think it's obvious, isn't it? Man City are going to win. They're just too good. Their second team's good enough to beat Newcastle, let alone their first team. They're just so awesome, Man City. They always win the cups, don't they? So I think Man City are going to win this 2-0.
And we move on to the Sunday. And the Super Sunday, FA Cup Sunday, is Chelsea versus Championship Leicester. Now, as we know, Leicester are high-flying in the Championship, but they have lost a couple of games recently. We haven't been at their best, have Leicester, at the moment, because they are not, because they've stalled a bit. They have dropped points in a couple of games so far. This has allowed Ipswich which has allowed Leeds and Ipswich to both close up on them majorly. Leicester beat Leicester beat AFC Bournemouth of the Premier League in the 6th round. And Chelsea beat Leeds, who I literally just mentioned as well. And I'm going to say in this game, it's going to be Chelsea. I'm going to say no replay now. From now on, it's just to extra time. And if they cut it after the 120 minutes, it goes to pens. I'm going to say I'm going to go 1-0 to Chelsea, but Leicester can have to put up a shock. It's the FA Cup quarterfinals. And Josh, what are you saying in this game?
Is Chelsea against Leicester, and I know Leicester's top of the league, but for a Championship side to be in the quarterfinals, pretty impressive, Leicester. So fair play to them. But they're always Chelsea, and even though Chelsea haven't been good this season and they're mid-table, Chelsea are improving, and they might end up getting 7th or 8th. You know, they are improving, and they could be a threat next season. Like I don't like Chelsea at all as a Spurs fan, but Chelsea are looking more dangerous. But yeah, again, I'm still not going for any shocks. I think Chelsea are going to win quite comfortably. I'm going to go Chelsea 3, Leicester 1.
Now we move to arguably the biggest game of the FA Cup 6th round, and probably the second biggest tie of the FA Cup round itself. Not the likes of Man City, not likes of Man City, Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool. Yep. So the big ones: Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, Man City, and now Manchester United versus Liverpool. At 3:30 on Sunday, a live reaction is beckoning here, boys. As an announcement, I did beat Nottingham Forest in that game, but if we play the way we play against Nottingham Forest, we've lost. We have lost. And Liverpool came through a win against Southampton, but Liverpool, as time of are playing in the Europa League tonight against Slavia Prague, so I assume they've won that because they've won 5-1, so they won 5-1 the first leg, so they will probably rotate that team, and I'm going to say that my head's saying United, but my heart's saying Liverpool. My head's saying Liverpool, my heart's saying United. I can't. On our day, you can play against Liverpool. If we get the Man City in the first half, we have them in the back, but we didn't know what Liverpool team are going to put out. And I'm going to go Man United 2, Liverpool 2 after extra time. And Man United win it 3-2 in extra time. And Josh, what are you saying in this game?
Game is Daniel's team, Man United at home against Liverpool. And yeah, that's a realistic quarterfinal. What a game. A fierce rivalry in the quarterfinals of the Cup. It's a shame this game couldn't be later on in the semi-finals or the final, but what a cup tie in the quarters. And yeah, United haven't been as good as last season. You know, they're probably not going to get top 4, but they should get Europa League. But they've got a chance to win the cup, of course. Liverpool have just been awesome, even with the injuries. You know, they're doing really well. Liverpool, they've got a very good chance of winning the league, even though I think it'll be City. Yeah, so Liverpool, I think, are favourites to win this. I mean, they are playing each other in the league soonish, and Man United are at home as well, and I reckon maybe United could get a result against Liverpool in the league. But for the cup, I just think Liverpool are going to want to win as much as they can, and I think they'll probably be a bit too good for Man United, I'm afraid. So Daniel's not going to want to hear this, but I think Liverpool just about go to Old Trafford and win 2-1. Well, that's the video, guys. Probably a shorter predictions video than normal for Daniel because only 4 games for me and him to predict. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my predictions. I tried to be realistic and not optimistic with the predictions, but yeah, I'm just doing what I believe. And yeah, they're my predictions. Hopefully I do well. And yeah, thank you, Dan, for having me. Subscribe to Dan, his top channel, and subscribe to me as well. I'm Josh Spurs123 and I'm 25 subs away from 500. So help me out there if you can. But yeah, thank you for having me, guys, and see you soon.
And that will bring the FA Cup quarter-finals to an end. So now we're going to be a little pause for prediction video, but there will be also a live reaction on Sunday of this game as well, Man like Liverpool as well. So there'll be a little pause because we have the international break. So you'll see is 2 videos. One on probably on Good Friday, or scheduled for Good Friday, which is all the Good Friday Easter games. There's 2 lots of them, but it'll be in 2 videos. Also on that Friday, Good Friday, you'll see a St Albans vlog back at Clarence Park again for St Albans versus Braintree in a massive game that I will explain on that in a video. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you lot in the next video. Thank you for Josh again for being on. We've had a guest every single FA Cup so far. We had Gaze in the first one. We had the first. I think we had someone in the third. We had Gaze and my girlfriend in the fifth, and in the fourth. We had Alex in the fifth. Now we've got Josh in the quarterfinal round now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you lot after the international break. We can now switch off from all football for a week. Focus on England, boys. See how they can get on in some friendly games, and hopefully, boys, who will most likely beat Liverpool, and all that out and a lot more in the next FA Cup video. And to them, boys, peace.